Hey guys, what's up? This is Trickett, and yes, this is another segment of Wake Up with Trickett. And yes, I salute each and every one of you amazing, extraordinary, exceptional human beings out there. Hey guys, today I want to talk to you guys about turning your water into wine. Now, the water has always represented wisdom, truth, knowledge. So, turning your water into wine, guys, would be taking your desire, your dreams, and turning it into wine, which is making it manifest, making it appear, making it come here, making it to where you can have it in the here and now, in this reality, in your hands. So how are you going to do that? How are you going to go by turning your water into wine? Jesus did it in the story when he was at the wedding, and he turned the water into wine. And even the king at the wedding said that he was like, we normally get, by tradition, the good wine in the beginning. But here we are drinking the good wine at the end of the wedding. That's how you know you turn your words into your good thing. Turn your water into wine. A lot of us will get caught up in researching and reading book after book after book. A lot of us will get caught up in listening to audio after audio after audio. But then we never put it to practice. There has to come a time, even in the Bible, God talks about the person that's forever learning. They're just forever learning, forever drinking the water, which is awesome to have all that wisdom, all that knowledge. But you have to put it into practice. And so if you're not putting it into practice, you're never going to turn your water into wine. You're going to be turning something into something, but it's not going to be because that's what you want. It's going to just be because that's what's happening, just because it's how you're thinking. But turn your water into wine. It's going to take some belief, guys. So this is what I would suggest. To turn your water into wine, if you're dealing with resistance. And I was going to do another video on that, but you know what? I might as well just speak about it now. Resistance. If you have any resistance, and then it's going to hold up your desires. It's going to put a wedge between you and what you desire. If you have any resistance, if you don't have it, doesn't mean you have resistance. Check how you feel. Do you feel good? If you feel good and you don't have it, you know you're doing it right because it's on its way, because you still feel good. But if you're frustrated and you don't have it, that's because you have some resistance hiding somewhere. Doesn't always have to be out in the open, but it's hiding somewhere, and it's causing you to doubt. It's causing you to get frustrated. It's causing you to question. And resistance is really good at that, and that's what it does. But it causes your good thing, your desire, what you've been waiting on, what you've been working on, what you have been believing for and believe that you have already, it will cause it to be held up. So even in the Bible, God tells us to examine ourselves and make sure that we're keeping to the faith. Make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, because he's going to keep his end of the bargain, right? Universe, he's going to keep his end of the bargain. The universe is. But we have to keep our end of the bargain. So he tells us, make sure you guys are, holding on to the faith, doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is just basically, are you believing without doubting me? Without doubting me, whatever it is, good, bad, or indifferent, the universe, God, source energy will produce for you each and every time. Because belief is the key. Even if you don't believe it now, that's why we do affirmations, because eventually you have to build up to believe. And affirmations to me are the best way to fight resistance as well as build up your belief. And I'll tell you why. When resistance is coming, when you're feeling, even if you don't know what it is, you just don't feel good. You know, there's some resistance then somewhere. Then all you have to do is just find a quiet place and immediately just start going into a rampage of positive affirmations. If you're feeling down, speak about how well you're feeling. Speak about no matter what it looks like, it's always working out. Always remind yourself that things are always working out for you, that the universe is always looking out for you, that God always has your back because he loves you. And all your job is to do is to trust. Trust and obey. There's no other way. That's a church song, folks, but that is some really truthful words right there. All you have to do is trust. Because then when you trust and obey, and then universe, God, he delivers each and every time. He turns your water into wine. He turns whatever you want, and he brings it to you. He brings it to you. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to do any of that crazy stuff everybody else is doing, only because they don't know how to get it. Not like this anyway. So they go a harder route. They go a route that doesn't really require much belief because they're putting in the work themselves. They're believing that it's going to take hard work and whatever else they have in their mind that they told themselves that it's going to take. But I'm here to tell you guys, all it takes is belief. So if you believe, you're going to get it each and every time. Affirmations will fight resistance. Those negative thoughts immediately, guys, have a resistance routine, a strategy to fight resistance. Because if you do not, it's only going to hold up what you want. It's only going to make things worse for you guys. Because you're going to get frustrated because you're not getting it. So you have to have a routine to fight resistance because resistance is going to come. Some people call it the old man, the old nature, whatever. It never brings anything good to the table. Never. Whenever it shows up, beware, warning sign, because it's always going to have some negative memory or something that's going to try to attach to you to get you to fall into that slump, to put that wedge in between what you're looking for. So, once again, my best routine to fight resistance is positive affirmations. I don't care what it looks like, it's mine. I don't care what anyone says. I know that everything is always working out for me. I am strong. You know, the Bible even says, let the weak say, I am strong. Why would God tell you to say you're strong if you know you're feeling weak? Because words have power. And it's just a way to try to remind you of who you are, trigger your brain to think from a point of being strong and knowing that you're made that way versus from a point of lack and being weak. So you have to have a good affirmation routine to fight off those negative thoughts that cause resistance, that only cause your good thing to not come to you. And then on the flip side of that, you got to have a positive routine, a positive affirmation routine to bring you your desire, to keep you in that happy place, to keep that energy where it's supposed to be. You're going to have some good positive affirmations to keep you pumped up thinking like that. If not, you're going to spiral down. You're going to have something that constantly reminds you. So if you wake up doing gratitude affirmations, and then during your day, you're either in your mind or out loud in your car, lunch, wherever, You're saying positive affirmations. Everything's always working out for me. I know something wonderful is happening to me today. I expect something wonderful to happen to me today. You know, we speak those positive affirmations, which most people don't, so they don't get the results from it. But we speak those positive affirmations, and those are the keys that tune you up to fight resistance, and those are also the keys to tune you up to get your heart's desires. Like I said, even if you haven't got it, even if you're like, well, it's been a while, but I'm going to ask you, how do you feel? If you feel good, and then it's all good. You're where you're supposed to be. Just wait the time out, because it's going to take the path of least resistance to get to you. But if you are frustrated while on your journey, while you say you're waiting for what you're waiting on, you're only going to be waiting that much longer, truth be told, because you have resistance. So guys, let's start with those positive affirmations to build up our belief, to have us always walking in victory when it comes to doubt and limited thoughts and words that carry lack and limitations, like can't, it's hard, etc. And stop looking at what we see, because that's all a part of the illusion, because everything's going to come from here. But if you allow the outside to be stronger than what you create here, and then you're going to get duped up each and every time, and you're going to give away your good thing each and every time, and you're just going to be a frustrated individual. So I know you're smarter than that, because you guys are awesome. So look, turn your water into wine. Keep resistance out of your manifestations so you can have your good thing. Because you have to remember, like I always say, what you are desiring is also desiring you. But you can slow it up with resistance, which comes in many different forms. So keep those positive affirmations to keep you strong and built up, and keep that faith where it's supposed to be, and stay in that happy spot, and you're good to go. Also, on the flip side, keep those affirmations to war off negative thoughts, to war off the old man, to war off the old nature, to war off what you have been working on putting behind you, because your future is brighter now. Your future is better now. You're on your purpose now, and you are driven, and you're not going to let nothing or no one stop you, because you, my friend, are on your purpose. And with that being said, guys, don't let anyone tell you that you can't turn your water into wine, when all it takes is belief, and the techniques that we spoke about to keep resistance out and to keep those desires continue to keep coming. And with that being said, this is Trickett. Until next time, this is Wake Up with Trickett, and boop, 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 boop.